I already talked to a few of you who I know are GigOhm Pro subscribers. For those of you who are not, let me just quickly say a few words. GigOhm Pro is GigOhm's own research service where we have an all-you-can-eat research service, no cost per report. You get access to great reports on mobile, cloud, consumer, and clean tech. And that's what I'm up here today for, talking to some of our partner analyst firms. One of the things we think we do right is working with great partner analyst firms like the smart guys from Pike Research. Clint Lelock and John Gardner here. I'm going to talk a little bit about a report that we actually have published today that you will all get access to. You have an email giving you the report. You can read this report that comes with your access to the conference today. And it's called Smart Grid Apps, 6 Trends That Will Shape Grid Evolution. And so Clint, I know Clint for a long time, and many of you may know Clint is in his former life was a telecom analyst and a wireless analyst, and now he's doing clean tech. And in our conversations for this preparation, you made an interesting observation. I thought you said previously 10 years ago the telecom build out was a lot about infrastructure and kind of putting in the hard iron, and over time we saw a lot more innovation of the stack around the software. And I think we're starting to see that with smart grid now, where there's actually people starting to look at the software layers and the applications. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I think it's not necessarily exclusive to telecom either, but certainly is present in a lot of infrastructure-centric industries where initially a lot of the activity is around architecture, technology selection, standards development, and deployment of infrastructure and all the operational challenges that go with it. And once that foundation is laid, it's a natural evolution to move more for the industry to move more toward a focus on applications, on services, and things like that. And I think that's true in telecom, it's true in digital cable, it's in enterprise IT, and I think we're certainly starting to see that in the smart grid world. And that's not to say that there's not going to be still a lot of focus on technology decisions and infrastructure and things like that, because there's a lot of build out left to do. But I think we are starting to see a migration in the market toward more of an application-centric view, more of a services-oriented view, and that's going to bring a lot of opportunities for companies in the space, for entrepreneurs, and for managed services providers in addition to that.
Sure. And in your report you laid out, I thought it was interesting, 4 domains: smart transportation, smart enterprise, smart energy, home, and one which is actually slipping my mind right now. But John, you write a lot about smart transportation, and the intersection between smart transportation and the topic of the report, smart apps. Can you talk a little bit about that? What type of innovation is happening at the app level, as application level, that is going to unleash and kind of make smart EVs more efficient, that full side more efficient?
So for smart grid integration, as you know, it's kind of piecemeal depending on the region, depending on the utility. So there's all different levels of applications being developed for smart grid. But EVs need to be central to all that innovation, because for residential customers, smart EVs are going to be the greatest load in terms of power and energy demand. And so utilities need to prepare to respond to that, and the best way is through smart grid applications. And so as they're setting up their demand response programs, they're creating time of use pricing, EVs are right in the middle of all of that.
And already we're seeing applications being done both, I think, for the EV manufacturers and the utility manufacturers, but also I think the consumers. They're going to have ways to kind of see what type of energy usage they're charging around their EV as well on the application front.
Right, actually there'll be a panel later this afternoon talking about the mobile applications that auto manufacturers are creating to do things that not only allow you to monitor your vehicle charging and see your carbon emissions reductions and really control the energy flow into your vehicle, but also tie that into the home and ultimately to smart grid applications in the back end that are being provided by utilities.
In the report you wrote about the smart energy home and how consumers will interface with these applications, and I think one of the themes I saw was, don't recreate the wheel, use good technology platforms that are out there that will allow consumers to interface naturally. So, even things like the iPad, I think you wrote about smart TV and that. Can you talk a little bit about that, Clint?
Yeah, and I think this is certainly something that the industry's been wrestling with for the past few years, and there have been a number of folks trying to figure out what the right kind of user interface and user experience is for home energy management, because after all, that's been touted as one of the primary benefits from a consumer perspective of smart grid deployments is allowing better visibility, control, and management of energy consumption. The addition of intelligent devices within
is up, I just wanted to have you guys get a preview of some of the thinking behind the report you will all be getting. I encourage you to talk to Clint and John during the conference. Also, go down to the Gig on Pro booth, talk to Jeff St. John, who's also working at Gig on Pro, many of you know as well. Thank you guys, appreciate it.